Good afternoon, this is Gavriel Jacknin, and welcome to BJC Halacha A number 1273. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara away. We're continuing with the laws of interest. Fascinating halacha coming up. We already mentioned that the idea of taking interest from a loan is only prohibited when it comes to Jew, but the Torah permits the borrowing from and lending to a Gentile for interest. This happens all the time. We borrow interest for paying mortgage from our houses, etc. Okay, so here we go. Very interesting halacha. A Jew may borrow from a Gentile with interest with another Jew as an arev, as a cosigner, under the following conditions. The terms of the loan are such that the Gentile must first demand payment from the borrower, and only if it is impossible to collect from the borrower can he demand from the arev, the cosigner. And he says here on the footnote, this is considered a loan directly from the Gentile to the Jew, and there is no prohibition of ribis, of interest. But if the terms of the loan are such that the Gentile may first demand payment from the arev, the cosigner, consequently, it is as if the arev, the cosigner, borrowed money from the Gentile and then lent it to the Jewish borrower, and it is prohibited. Right? So he says, since the borrower is only obligated to the arev, to the cosigner, both Jews, so it's a classic case of ribis, of interest. Similarly, if a Gentile borrowed from a Jew with interest, and another Jew is the arev, the cosigner, if the terms of the loan are such that the lender must first demand payment from the Gentile, and only when he does not find satisfaction from the Gentile borrower that he may collect from the arev, then it is permissible. Right? Since the primary parties are the Gentile borrower and the Jewish lender, no prohibition of ribis applies. But if the terms of the loan are such that the lender can initially demand payment from the arev, the cosigner, consequently the arev is like the borrower, and it is prohibited. However, if the Jew cosigns only for the principal and not for the interest, it is permitted, because there is no interest involved between the two Jews. Okay, then he says there's actually a difference of opinion concerning a Jew who borrowed from a Jew and another Jew will be the cosigner, and the borrower gives the cosigner a fee for signing. That's a disagreement if it's permitted or not. And that was your halacha. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Halacha. 36 100 of the gold. Have a wonderful Shabbos. See you tomorrow night.